Hello, everybody. We're back and we're going to look at financial audit, Caleb Hammer again, and hopefully he will not be cursing as much today, but hey, what the heck, it's part of his gig. And in this particular case, we're going to see about this lady who hid $33,000 of debt from her husband. If you like this video, like and subscribe. If you want me to watch another video, just let me know in the comments below.
How much debt do you think you have?
Like maybe 18,000.
Okay, it's 33,767.
Okay, did you hear her? Like 18,000? So yeah, that's not a great answer.
$7.23. You have no idea what you're talking about. Shut the fuck up. You'll be taking that shit that's not forgivable, like student loans, by the way, too, which is a few $1,000s a loan. Like, good luck. That's not going to be bankruptcy. $9,000 in IRS debt. Wait, what the f? 9,000? What are you doing? Oh my! This poor guy. And what's his insight into this? It can't be much because you didn't even know your number. You said 13,000.
I said 18.
Okay.
She did.
So you wouldn't be able to answer a question truthfully, even if he did ask, even though you're trying to prevent him from asking. Oh, he should be here. He should be here. We need to send this directly.
I agree. He should be here. They're trying to fix the problem, but who knows what the real circumstances are. And she looks awfully happy and funny. And there Caleb is same, he's all self. So let's keep on seeing and see where this takes us.
To him when this is uploaded. He needs to know that he is in a precarious situation.
He doesn't need to watch this episode.
He actually very much needs to watch this episode.
No.
Yes.
He'll be fine. Everything is going to work out.
Call him.
You want me to call him?
Call him. Oh, $200,000 in a renovation. Not
That's
10.
great.
What the fuck am I saying? 200,000. You literally have 7,000 in retirement. What a joke! When you have over 30,000 now, you have more in IRS debt than you have in retirement.
Well, that is not my fault.
Well, I'm sure we'll get there. I'm sure it absolutely was.
The patient.
With University of Utah.
Cancel that. Off. What do I do? Will he call us back?
Yes.
Okay. All right. He's going to call us back because he's in the middle of a medical thing, which I don't like when people die. So I think he should make sure they stay alive.
Yes.
So you endlessly have been nothing but irresponsible, and you're taking him fully down with you, and you did not change. Why did you not change or learn about anything from your previous bankruptcy 7 years ago? Because look where you are. You didn't even know your debt situation.
Oh boy, there was already a bankruptcy. I get the feeling sometimes people tend to fall right back into a pattern, so they haven't really learned the changes that they needed to make. So they go through it once, they get the debt forgiven, they work it through, they suffer for a good bit, and then they forget how rough it was to do the bankruptcy. So let's see.
And you spend more than you make today, right now, happening here.
Well, I need to have certain things, like I said.
Okay, well, stop with that shit. Stop with that shit. I am asking why you did not change your behavior. You went through bankruptcy. It's because...
Exactly. Again, why didn't she change her behavior? So it could be a maturity issue. It could be she probably needs actually someone to help her, someone who understands, someone to give her guidance. Not everybody has the same strength when it comes to the finances, and they need somebody to hold them back. The husband's not involved. She's doing whatever the heck she wants to, and obviously she doesn't know what she's doing, because the first time is one thing, but not again. That's a problem.
you didn't pay for it. It's because you face no consequences. He went and bought a house. You get to live in a nice house now. He went and takes care of everything. It's because you didn't have to deal with anything. You're an immature little brat.
I am not.
You are, absolutely. You didn't have to deal with the consequences of all of your bankruptcy. You didn't even pay for your own bankruptcy. He did. You're entitled your entire life. Entitled and enabled.
I'm entitled to what I want and to what I like.
But you shouldn't be. That's horrendous. How long were you single in between your divorce and this new man?
2 years.
How'd those go? Well, obviously that led to a bankruptcy.
Yes.
Oh, sake. Oh, guys, are we getting the picture now? Are we getting the picture from Karen Beast?
Well,
Oh, I get it. So the man took care of you your entire life. Parents, daddy, then man. Then the one moment you were alone for 2 whole years, you accumulated so much debt and shit to sustain your lifestyle that you thought you were entitled.
Everyone is subsidizing from the parents' time that she didn't learn how to manage her money, and now from the relationships. And yes, absolutely no one holding her accountable.
To, but you were no longer being enabled, that you ended up in a financial situation where you had no way out other than bankruptcy, and then a guy came in, enabled you again, fed into your entitlement, and didn't even allow you to face any consequences or any bruises from your bankruptcy, meaning you learned nothing and you're doing it for the 3rd time all over again. Second relationship, and then one where you're single going through bankruptcy. I see the picture now. You have literally, and I still don't know how I'm not seeing it, but
Okay, here.
let's talk to him. Mr.
Hello, how are you today, sir?
Hi, thank you for keeping that patient alive for everyone.
Oh, anytime. Sorry that took so long.
So, why did you bail her out right when you guys met by taking care of this bankruptcy, allowing her to experience any kind of difficulties whatsoever from her previous mistakes?
Reason why I did the bankruptcy, or why we paid for the bankruptcy?
You did. You bailed her out. The ex-husband was fully taking care of her, supporting her and enabling her entitlements. And then the 2 years that she was on her own in between, she loaded up her debt so bad because of her feeling of entitled to a certain lifestyle that you came in and bailed her out. And now she's building it all back again because she learned nothing. Why would you do that?
Because we were buying a house. And if we would have bought the house while we were married, basically they would have looked at the bankruptcy and be like, oh, well, you could refinance on this loan. Or it would have given us a worse interest rate than what we already had.
Yeah, but why did you pay for the bankruptcy?
That's a good question.
You bailed her out.
Because she didn't have the money. She never does. Everybody bails her out. Nobody holds her accountable. That's the real big problem. But I do have a little thing, and I can see why he gets so frustrated. She's got this grin, is she really concerned about this? Or I don't get it. Why she's so happy considering of what's going on.
Immediately 6 months into this relationship.
That wasn't 6 months.
That's what she said.
No, we were... when was that? That was September of 19. If my memory serves me right.
So is that a year into the relationship?
About a year then.
Yeah, about a year and a half.
Even still, dating someone for a year, paying for their bankruptcy is pretty intense. That's quick moving.
Mm-hmm.
And also, when she was building up all this debt and everything, she was living in her brother's basement. It's not.
Either way, what a foundation to build a relationship. Oh, by the way, that's how we got started. Me bailing you out of your debt. It sets the entire foundation of how this is going to go. Unless she gets the help, she becomes accountable, and things really change.
Like she could use the excuse of, oh no, she lost her man or whatever, meaning she lost her roof. No, she had a free place to live in a basement and she still fucked it all up and got bailed out. I feel like with her, we're just enabling. No? Because look where she is today.
Yeah.
Are you okay with it? What are we simping for? We're simping for something.
Well, here's the thing, right? I've always told her to begin with, as long as we pay the mortgage and as long as the bills are paid, she can do whatever she wants.
What?
Which one would suspect there would be some self-restraint there.
What? When you say you can do it?
Yeah, there's no accountability, self-restraint. Why would he think, okay, go ahead and do whatever you want? Is he doing that?
Whatever we want as long as we take care of the bill. Where would that lead to any self-restraint? That actually sounds like the opposite.
Well, yeah.
Mr. Jack, how much debt do you think she has?
Well, I know almost what she owes on the car. Other than that, I don't know.
Okay, so what would you just guess? Gut.
$10,000?
Dude, you're carrying her to her fucking grave because she's never going to be able to contribute to this house when you guys retire. She has $33,767.23 of bad debt, including IRS debt. And also, what do you think's in her retirement? Because you guys need to be able to retire together. It can't just be you. What do you think's in her retirement?
Oh, right now, probably nothing.
Yeah, it's a few $1,000s. She has more in IRS debt than retirement. Meaning, because of this, an absolute enablement and no consequences for her actions and no learning from her previous mistakes, because of that, she is going to be like little cracks in a sinking ship as you guys are headed towards retirement. How are you going to be able to keep this ship afloat? How are you going to be able to do that? How are you going to be able to take care of this household in retirement in a couple decades? Because it doesn't make any sense. She's literally making it so she can not only contribute nothing, but will have liabilities hanging over her head.
That's a damn good question. I didn't realize she was in that much debt.
Dude, I know you love her. I'm not saying there's no love here. There has to be something.
Slow down with vanilla milk chocolate almond. That's does.
Because I'm saying there has to be something. And I'm assuming that is love. But dude, love cannot blind you from reality. And this Karen is literally holding this marriage down, not letting it go to any semblance of financial success. Just paying our mortgage alone is not an indicator of good finances. It's not. It's the whole picture. And she's blowing all the money. She wants to spend $200,000 renovating this house.
Yeah, I think that's garbage.
Yeah, that is garbage. Tell me about it. Tell me how these conversations.
She does not have, she's in debt and she already wants to renovate the house, the one that she does not pay the mortgage on, and the one that she does not contribute to because she's told, do whatever you want. So yeah, the husband has an issue here too. He needs to learn that he has to put and set boundaries when it comes to this financial world.
Conversations have gone, because I don't know how she's financing that.
Exactly. She has these ideas about what she wants to do for the house, but then she says, oh, but this is 5-10 years down the road.
But 5-10 years down the road from the previous bankruptcy is $32,000 in bad debt, spending more than she makes a month by hundreds of dollars, and having nothing in retirement. So where in the next 5 to 10 years is she going to have $200,000 for this house?
Exactly. When she starts talking about it, I commend her for the ideas, because, you know, it's good to have dreams. It's good to have imagination, you know, it really is. And maybe we might be able to do it. Maybe we won't be able to do it, you know.
Do you think you might just be too passive? Because I think this is why she's kind of uncontrollable right now.
Maybe.
Loving doesn't mean enabling bad behavior. I know you love. No one is questioning the love here. We really aren't. And I am not questioning for a single.
Exactly. Tough love. It's necessary. Boundaries are needed. It keeps life great. It keeps life where it should be. In finances, these are a must, especially in a relationship.
Single second that she loves you. That doesn't mean we just roll over and we be passive to bad behavior, especially if it might the relationship. Finances are one of the leading causes for divorce in this country. We already know she's able to go through divorces. I want your guys' marriage to work. That means the finances need to work within this marriage, and just rolling over and say, that's a good idea and that's a good dream. Well, that's allowing her to accept that maybe it actually is a possibility in 5 years, but there's no chance. $200,000 into a renovation when she has almost $0 in retirement at 42 is not a thing that's even remotely acceptable. She needs to get to couple $100,000 today in retirement.
No, I agree with you.
So we can't just roll over. We can't.
The dream sounds great. Everybody wants to better their home. Everybody wants to do different things. Perhaps the first thing is, let's see, how do we get this debt out of the way, and then we can then we do the dream remodeling and the dream things that they're talking about here.
Do you stand up in this relationship financially? Do you stand up ever?
Yes, I do.
What does that look like when you stand up?
Turns into a fight.
Tell me, give me like an example of what that looks like. I want some insight.
When was the last time that we fought? It's been a little while.
Is it because you guys put it off because you know it turns into a fight, so we just allow things to happen?
No. No, there was one fight last year about finances because she took a financial freedom class that was offered through our church.
Wait.
And about how paying off. Go ahead.
No, sorry. Continue.
And it was about paying off debt as quickly as possible.
Sounds like
And-
Ramsey's program, right? Sounds like, yeah, okay. So she's a David Ramseth fan. Okay. We love that.
Yeah.
Because that's usually offered through churches. She certainly
That's great. She's been looking for help. Let's hope she stays on this path.
hasn't followed that looking at these. Listen, that's actually a pretty good program. That's not an invalid expenditure if it actually improves life. Same with our educational programs. There's good things out there. But you got angry at that?
Well, there was one day that she wanted me to drain the savings account to pay off debt. And I said, absolutely not.
Probably down to
Because
$1,000.
Exactly. And because that's not just our money as well, but it's also kind of a rainy day fund. If one of the cars breaks, if one of the dogs needs to go have emergency surgery, if there's something with the house that our house warranty doesn't cover.
And this is why you guys having separate finances and not communicating on what the whole financial picture of the house is did not work. It failed because she wanted to go nuclear in a full direction without even having a conversation with you first. Dave Ramsey's program, our financial program, anyone's financial program does not work unless you guys are fully aligned, hand in hand, ready to go into battle. But you weren't aligned at all. You didn't hear the messaging, the preaching about the $1,000 and all this stuff. And I disagree with that as well. I don't think that's enough. I think you need a 1 month emergency fund or highest deductible. But either
I
way,
agree with you there as well.
she
Normally, it's good to have at least 3 months of all your expenses sitting somewhere because you just never know what could happen, a sickness, anything.
can't crusade into this without you. It doesn't work like that. You guys have to be on the same page, which means you guys actually need to talk in a healthy way about finances. You need to know what her finances look like. She needs to know what her finances look like. She needs to know what your finances look like, and you need to know what yours look like. And we need to know what the household looks like. And we need to get on goals together. Are you afraid of combining because of her bankruptcy?
No, I'm afraid of combining because of her spending.
Yeah.
Because if we had a combined bank account, we would be living paycheck to pay.
Rebuttal?
That is not the case. I think that I can, rate in my spending sometimes.
Sometimes.
She says she can rein in her spending sometimes. That doesn't necessarily make me feel comfortable for combining finances. Oh, she can sometimes rein in her spending. Okay, I would understand not wanting to combine as well, but here's the thing: if we're married and we're headed for the rest of life together, we need to find a way to. People can do the uncombined, but I think your guys' uncombined going in separate directions without talking is doing a disservice to you guys, because you guys are flailing in different directions. And
I agree. It's I see this in a lot of couples, and this is where a lot of conflict comes in, and then there's a lot of defensiveness. You spend more money here, I spend less money there, or you spend too much money on yourself. And there's just so much going on. It's actually a disservice to a relationship if they are not working on these things together. And rather than becoming a competing, I'm not going to spend that much and you're going to spend that much, because it happens, it goes on. It just separates, it creates boundaries that are unnecessary. When people can work together, putting money together, sometimes it makes it a lot stronger, provided you have the same goals, obviously, which is what he's pointing out. Let's have the same goals. Let's work on this together. Let's see how we get there.
she's just, again, making all these cracks in the ship of the marriage, financially speaking. So even if you guys don't fully combine accounts, would you be open to at least combining the conversation of, here's the entire financial picture of our household, and here's the goals we want to do together, and here's what we can agree upon in middle grounding to get to those goals?
Oh, absolutely.
Okay, good, because I think that's how your marriage remains financially healthy going forward. Okay. Any final thoughts on this before we let you go?
No, I just got to get back to my patients.
Yeah, stick a needle in them.
I shall.
Thoughts on all that? Definitely sounds like you're the one, I'll be honest.
Well, my thoughts are it'll be fine, like I said.
Wow.
And he's
What
going to be
concrete
great.
thoughts? It's going to be fine. How? You've gone through bankruptcy before and never learned anything, and this is what it's resulted in. It's going to be fine? I would like to hear an argument of how.
An argument of how I can stop spending some of my money.
Good. That
I
sounds
can start
great.
saving.
Why didn't you? And why didn't you? If you can, why didn't you? If you went through Ramseth's program last fall, well, these statements would look very different, I'll be honest. So if you could, why haven't you?
Because I still like to buy things.
Oh, very good. That's not changing when you leave this room. There's not a magical spell that happens when you leave the financial audit studio that says, oh, I don't like to buy the things I like to buy anymore.
Well, I can change.
Then why haven't you would be the question that I would follow up with and now have.
I guess I haven't changed it because I don't want to.
And why the
Oh, that's a good answer. At least that's very honest. Now the question is, does she really want to?
are you here?
We'll see if I want to.
What? I'm going to waste my time? Why the would I give a shit to see if you want to? I want to help people when they want to be helped, but to see
Exactly. You cannot help anyone who does not want to help themselves.
if you want to, you. You.
You.
Okay, so very interesting. Caleb got really emotional there towards the end. And I can kind of see why he would be like that. She's kind of grinning, smiling. I really don't know if I want to change. I'm not sure. Possibly she doesn't know how much money she owes. And it seems to him like, why did you even come on the show? Well, he didn't quite say that, but I think he was getting ready to say that. And then he got so emotional with the very exponentially interesting language, and then her closing it out him. That's the first time I've seen it. So very interesting, very emotional. And I guess that's what happens when you're dealing with money and debt and not being able to align with what's really going on in your life. If you like this video, like and subscribe. If you want me to do more videos, please put them in the comments below, and I will see you next time.